Right, g'day team. Just give me a second. As always, just making sure that our frame looks good. So then we have perfect view of yours truly, so that we get a nice angle of filming. Perfect. Yeah, looks good. Hopefully that made a little bit of a change. Boom, that'll do. Lovely. Right, g'day team. Welcome. Loyals, locals, newbies, everybody. Here we go. I was contemplating what we were going to do today, but ultimately I thought that today let's break some barriers down. Let's just we're going to do a workout, but I really want everyone to just be to take a step backwards on trying to hit numbers, trying to really push it, whatever, and just look at a couple of pointers that we can do to change some of the, and when I mean bad habits, habits that we're just used to, okay? At the end of the day, and I've said this multiple times, it's really easy to learn something new, but it's hard to break the habits that we were doing. And so we always tend to revert back to what we know and what we've done because that's just the way that we've wired ourselves to do it. Okay, so what we want to do is just think about a few pointers that can really help and make a change. And obviously we're just going to keep the rating low. So we've got nice flow, nice rhythm. Okay, we're not too hurried. We're not trying to set records of times or anything like that. Just going to give us an appreciation, right? And what that allows us to do is to look at what we're doing, okay? And what I mean by that is literally look at what you're doing. So when we're rowing along, you can look down at your arms, you can look down here, we can look at stuff and go, okay, yeah, whatever. And it should just allow us to be focused on trying to feel different, okay? Hence why I've got this down here. Because if you feel something that's slightly different, it's good, okay? Because it means that you are putting yourself out there to make a change, okay? To look at a different way of doing it and a different focus in terms of that, okay? So that is the goal, okay? That's the goal for today. Make it feel different. Work on a few things, just nice and simple, 8-minute pieces, just 4 of them, and we'll really be able to try, okay? And hence why it always is, right? It's a try. It's a continuous focus on what we're doing, okay? Now, one big thing that I really want to focus on today, which is hence the let's look at some stuff, okay, is as we're rowing today, I want you to feel the connections, and you'll quite often hear me talk about it, between the hands, the feet, and the seat, okay? So without the handle in place, okay, you should be able to feel the push of the feet, the pressure, okay, the seat moving backwards and the hands coming with it, okay? And it's simple that movement that we've got here, okay? If we feel the hands coming a little bit quicker before the seat, right, and we can do it here with with eyes shut, we can be like, actually, I feel my hands moving before anything else. Probably means that we're starting the body just a little bit soon, okay, just a little bit soon. Vice versa, if we feel that seat do that, okay, without the handle, we're probably not quite as connected as we can be, okay? And hence why, look, it's what we've done, it's how our technique is and everything like that. So once we start getting this handle involved, okay, and because we're on low rating, we can look at it, okay, and we can feel that push, we can feel the hands, we can feel the seat, okay, and we can feel that difference together. Hence why if we do that, okay, I know, and you can see it on screen, that starts happening. We can also feel it in our arms if we do this. And then also if we're like, I feel the seat go out too early. So we don't have to, and we are always searching perfection, okay? But we're never going to get it perfect, okay? So scrub that out. We're trying to get it as close to that as we can, or as much as possible. And it might not stay there. It might stay there for a stroke and then piss off for 10 strokes. And it might come back. Oh, there it is. And then it fucks off again. And we're like, oh, God, can't get it. But that is okay, right? That is us having to look, to search, to feel, to get the rhythm, because that's what we're trying to do, okay? And at the same time, when I'm trying to discuss this with you and give you these pointers and these tips, the problem is with being on the rowing machine is it's just you, okay? None of us have a coach sitting over us the whole time. Do this, nah, do that, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. Because we just don't have it. So a lot of it is going to come down to our feeling and how we feel what we're doing, okay? And hence why I say to you, go out, film yourself, do some strokes, do a minute, 2 minutes, different ratings, have a look back on it and just slow-mo it. See, okay, actually, I can see myself. Oh, I can see the whatever, okay? I think that's what Eric's talking about. Because that's how we can get better ourselves in a sport and in a recreation or whatever we want to call this, pain and suffering, that we can do ourselves, okay, and that feedback. And we have to do it ourselves by the feeling that we get. So today is just about winding it back, having a feel, having a look, getting into the rhythm, but doing some time, and we're ticking off the boxes, okay? So that's us. That is us for today. Plus, we've got to get back inside and watch the last 9 of the Masters. But that's really good. Okay? So, I better raise that from last week. No, who's been on this? Someone else been on this week. Got a couple of coaching sessions with some people in the next few days. Let's just get warmed up, ready to go. Rock and roll. Okay, rock and roll. So, get ourselves nice and loose. Get that limber. We want to be nice, have that body. Getting into that position so that we can start the pieces, just with really good, loose, flexible motion. Okay, patience. Just starting to feel the body loosen up. Take our time as we get longer and longer in the stroke, allowing the body to move nice and free without too much hurry. Good patience. Okay, good rhythm. And even now, just starting to feel, okay? While there's not a lot of pressure, feeling the push, okay? Okay, good rhythm. Right, you guys just keep warming up. I've just frozen on my phone, so I'm just going to make sure that we are still going. With any luck. So keep warming up. I just have my phone beside me, just because in the past we have had a couple of instances where it does shit itself. Video froze, audio good. Wow, okay. Give me a second. Let's just keep rolling along there, team. That's what happens when you get notifications on your iPad for an update. Just reset, peeps. And hopefully that shows us up. Yeah, no, there we are. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. Okay, back into it. Yeah, okay. I'll remember that for next time. Make sure we turn everything off. Okay, nice and steady with the body. Sitting nice posture, okay? Remember the difference between the posture in terms of being nice and structurally sound for our own shapes, our own body styles versus stiff and rigid, okay? We can be in a nice structurally sound position without making it look really mechanical. Okay, we do want to find a good posture that doesn't, that's not super hunched over or whatever. But at the end of the day, some people do have that posture. Okay, but all we're trying to do is find a position with our body that can allow for good pressure, good resistance, good hang, the ability to swing that body to get the whole stroke right through to be able to gain speed. Okay. So just a little bit more. Last little bit of the warm up. Feeling really good with your length, comfortability. Okay. Couple more. Bang. Job done. Okay. So, as I said before, I'm just going to run through a whole heap of stuff, okay, as we go through all of these. Really simple, keeping the rates low. We move it up a little bit here just because when we're trying things, we're really focused on it, we'll probably lose a little bit of the rhythm, okay, because we might be thinking about something too much, which means we could get quicker or we could get slower. That's okay. But then once we get up into this last part, just that little bit more freedom, that little bit more on the flywheel, just will create us to find just that really nice place so that we can finish that last set off really well. Okay, perfect. Right, let's rock and roll. Select workout, new workout, intervals time. Let's set that to 8 minutes with the 1 minute set time. Leave it flashing, wait for everybody to get on board. Then we'll click it, bang, we're in. Okay. She's going to run over everything you possibly imagine. Okay. Hopefully, if we do it properly, we'll focus on little bits for a minute or two, mold it all together towards the end of the piece, and we should be able to find something really nice. Okay. So let's press that checkbox. Everything should be set. This is also another session where if you wanted to, you can play with your drag. You might be like, actually, let me just drop it down a little bit, might be able to get a little bit better feeling, or you might want it a little bit higher so that you do focus on your connection or something, okay? So you play with that how you'd like, okay? Right, here we go. Okay, 20 strokes a minute. Are you ready? Row. You get this flywheel moving. Get it up to speed. There it is. Okay. And first of all, let's just start thinking about this overall motion, okay? Continuous motion. Don't feel like we have any pauses. The recovery all molds into one. It's one motion forward. Nice and steady, okay? Really nice and steady. Allowing that body in the sequence of the recovery to compress right to there, okay? And then hang out of that front, okay? Now, while we're focusing with good pressure, let's think about this take-up period around the front, knowing that we don't have to try and kick or grab the front. Just feel the application. We've got that compress. We've got that nice extension of the body and the arms. And we can feel that acceleration through the drive, okay? You can hear it in that flywheel, okay? So the more that we understand that the speed has been created by a multitude of muscle groups, a sequence of those muscle groups through the drive, we understand that that's where we get our acceleration and speed from, okay? It's not from just really solid legs. It's not just from the body. It's from the process of all of those groups through the drive, okay? So natural compression. Let's think about having loose ankles, calf muscles there. Let this chain roar us into the front. Nice extension under the armpits, okay? Nice and natural, really good. And we keep it continuous, okay? No matter what we do in terms of our focus, keep this rhythm flowing. We feel the effort that we put in here on the drive. We should be relaxed on this recovery, okay? Setting ourselves up for the next stroke, okay? So, feel that connection we talked about at the start. The hands, the feet, and the seat. Feel that here. Have a look. If you look down and try and imagine that there's a string between the handle and the seat, in that first part off the front, that first sort of quarter to like there should almost stay the same. Okay, and then your handle's going to accelerate. But if handle comes too soon or handle is left behind, we just don't quite get the acceleration we need. Okay, and we're just missing little bits. So we'd focus on that with the feet. Remember, lemons under the feet, okay? Squeeze. No hit with the feet, constant pressure through till the body comes in. Then we feel it shift to the foot straps to hold us from shooting off the back, okay? Good. Okay, long arms. Feel that posture. Feet, hands. Remember the hand, okay? Nice long arms. We keep good posture of the body. The arm's just gonna hang there, okay? Real good. Feel it. Listen to it, okay? Good. Both feet, focus there. Have a look. Have a look at the chain as it decelerates. And then feel the press. Okay, nice. Make it feel weird. Okay, nice. So, see that rhythm, the posture, okay? Trying to get to a comfortable position here by using that recovery and then feeling that press through the drive, okay? Through the drive, we press and swing. We don't have to get to the front and feel like we've got massive amounts of power. That's for if you're doing sprints, whatever. But this here, we want to gain the speed of the flywheel. We want to increase it through the sequence of our body movements, okay? Same again. Keep working on it. We're just going to free it up at halfway to that 22. Okay, here we go. Okay, nice, easy rhythm. Good patience. Okay, here we go. So remember, focus on feeling. Yes, you're going to see speed on screen. Feeling over speed, okay? What we're trying to do in this whole workout is if it's feeling different to you now, or the focus is in different places that you'd normally not really be thinking, we want to hold it all the way. Okay? Really nice. Good hang. Nice and flat with that chain. Okay, as I've mentioned before, if the chain does anything vertically in terms of deviation on the drive, it's not adding anything. Okay, it's adding nothing. But if we can save some energy by being flatter, by feeling that push, okay, holding that posture without having to make little adjustments, we can maintain speed slightly easier, okay? Really nice rhythm, feel the squeeze of the feet. as we roll into this front, just feel ourselves. Compress, okay? Just compress. Feel the handle, okay? Just do it for a few strokes. We just get there and we're gonna stop, okay? We're gonna stop here. So let that be a movement that we don't really have to think about as much, okay? It allows us to think about where we need to start engaging our muscles and when we actually need them, okay? So good, nice posture. Good rhythm. We're moving back and forward. Really good. Feel that hang. Okay, feel like we're leaving the hands out there. We've got good natural grip in the fingers without choking the handle. Okay, really think of the hang in the fingers. Holding that. Okay, now we're going to start to speed it up a little bit. Here we go. 22. So now we can focus a little bit more on the acceleration. Keep the momentum and inertia around the finish. Really good. Good. Nice motion. Okay. So find the sweet spot in terms of the rhythm. Okay, both feet. We've got a little bit more acceleration, speed of that flywheel, which can help us come out of the front a little bit better, okay? Nice. Roll forward. Nice and flat with that chain. Really good. Really nice. Okay, patience. Hang. Hold the body. Open out through that drive. Okay? Have a look. Handles, seat, feet. Both feet. Handle and seat. Okay, nice. The elastic in your setup. Just get to where you're comfortable here without having to overextend. Roll. Let those feet, the ankles flex. Good. Okay. Last minute. Feel that hang. Both feet. Feel one drive, open out, sit back through the stroke, okay? Through the motion of the stroke, we sit back from the forward position to the back, okay? Feel the sequence. Legs, body, through the middle. Okay? Breathe. Listen to it. Real good. Okay? Last few. Okay? Lovely. So we see when we start moving up in that rating, we have to move things a little bit quicker. Okay? They have to move faster, which means the focus on the drive is for just a bit more speed. Okay? Not power, speed. Okay? The speed that we do it, the speed of the legs driving, the speed of the body coming through here. Okay? We don't have to think, got to add more power. Think about adding speed, but because you're adding more speed and you're moving quicker, you're naturally going to be working more. Okay? But the focus is on speed. Okay? Same game. Let's do it. Let's lock it in. Ready? Now. Okay. Start off here. Just be nice and relaxed for this first 30 seconds. Just getting ourselves back into rhythm. Breathe, get comfortable. Become elastic. Become continuous with the motion. And really work on this sequence of our stroke. Okay? Compress. Feel the hang. Really feel like the arms today and the hands are just holding. They're hanging. Okay? Leave them there. Even if you want to, with me, just for a little bit, chuck the thumbs on top. Okay? And what that means is that we have to hang. Okay? We have to feel like the arms are just that connector holding on to this chain. And then we allow those sequences of the push and pushing the body open as we sit back through the stroke. All the arms are doing is hanging and holding on to the chain. Okay? So do that a little bit more if you can. This is the extension of our body, which anatomically came from our ancestors. Okay? Evolution. It's why we can hold amazing amounts of weight with the hang and the rhythm without feeling like we have to grab it. Okay? Okay, now go back to your normal grip, but feel it relaxed. Still try and feel the pressure in the fingers. Okay, have a look at our arm. Does it look like this forearm tension, or is it a hang tension? Okay. As we push that body away, the chain unwinds that flywheel, and the chain creates speed, okay, through the drive. Speed, okay? Nice. Good motion. Right, up two. So, with this increased rate, we just feel that quicker movement. We come forward a little bit quicker. Still with that one pace focus. Okay? Good. But the drive, the swing, slight, quicker acceleration. Okay? Really good. Okay, hold that body. Good position out the front. Hang. Push away from the handles. Good. Squeeze. Feel the lemons. And we can feel how that drive is quicker. We focused on the speed of it rather than the power of it. Yes, we are adding power, but that's not the focus. Focus is on speed of movement, rhythm. Okay, nice. Good hang, good speed, good flow. Okay, compress. Let's feel this natural compression. Natural. We get there. Job done. Okay, there. Easy. There. Nice. Okay. One movement back. We press the legs, initiate, holding that good structured body posture there, and then we sit back, use the body, legs, drive the body. Nice, flat handle, have a look, centered, really nice, down the middle, think about symmetry, push, good. Hang, momentary, change in direction, patience to pick up the speed on that take up. Good. Okay, real good. Really, really good. Okay, so really good. 8-minute pieces, perfect for a good amount of time to stay focused, to stay thinking about things. And now we reset. Okay, we reset, we think, we evaluate. How do you feel like it's been going? Okay, what are the feelings that are different? Might feel as awkward as shit. Awesome, whatever. Okay, but think about what we're trying to do in the overall scheme of things. We're trying to get the flywheel moving through the stroke, okay? Moving through the stroke. And it takes all the parts of our body in that sequence to be able to do it. Okay, so start off here, as we did last time. This is all at 22. Just get comfortable, okay? Move the hands, find our rating, find our speed, okay? Something to think about as well, probably never really covered it off. In terms of your grip, I've seen a lot of people with their fingers on the outside of the grips. I see a lot of people with it right in the middle. Try and find a nice, comfortable position. My fingers are right on the outside, but I've got a good hang. Just little things like that can help in terms of your comfort, in terms of freeing up the body. Okay? And as we come forward, let's think about it now. As we come forward with our hands coming over top of the knees, getting into our setup position. Okay? As we roll into the front, just naturally let the knees do what they want to do. Okay? If they come right up the center, great. If you come across the top of the knees, like I do, cool. If you go a little bit out, it's fine. Okay, but find that comfortable position that allows us to be in posture, okay, there, which then allows that press, okay? Symmetry. Okay, let's go back to that hand focus with me. Rhythm. Patience. Okay, let that body drive back off the legs. Feel the core and the feet hold us at this position here, okay? Don't slump. And let's think about it now. Think. Shoulder blades together. Good core. Good posture. Handle, okay? We can stop and think about it just for now. Okay, good. Now, make it continuous, okay? There. Brush the body around. Good. Okay, so we're using the machine and the foot strips to hold us. We're using the core and the muscles holding to create the inertia, that change in direction, smooth, without too much tension, okay? And then we flow forward, elastic, okay? Nice. Now hold this recovery. Roll into the front. Feel the body compression here. And then feel one smooth take up. Feel the legs and the body sequencing together. Through the drive, okay, real good. Hang, hands, breathe, relax the face, motion, good. Okay, you feel it. Give yourself time to listen to it, okay? 30 seconds by yourself. Patience, breathe. Continuous motion. Both feet with the hang. Have a look. Okay. So maintain this all the way. Just over a minute to go. Press and spinning top. Increase the flywheel chain speed through the drive. Okay? Through the drive. Loose. No tension. Good posture. Okay? Last part. Think about the posture. Nice. Hang. Rhythm. Roll in. Hang away. Excellent. Okay, beautiful. Okay, real good. Really lovely team. Okay, we're still working, right? We're still working hard. You might even feel mentally more drained by thinking about so much stuff as we're in this session, okay? And that's what I find a lot of the time is that the mental side in terms of focusing on where we need to be and all the parts of the stroke, right? Knowing that there's so many different movements, places we need to be at certain specific periods of time, gets pretty wild, okay? Just reset your menus. Save it into the logbook. Okay, really good. And we'll just warm down, okay? We'll just, nice rhythm, patience, just flowing out, okay? And just having to think, okay, how'd you feel? What was the hardest part, okay? Was it making it feel different? Was that the hardest part, okay? Trying to get and grasp certain parts of the stroke and the feeling, and you'd get something, you'd be like, oh, that felt different, but it felt good. Maybe that's closer to what I need to be doing. But then you couldn't find it again, or you jumped in and out, you know, the rhythm was fucked. And that's what happens a lot of the time, okay? And sometimes you've just got to disregard numbers on screen to more focus on me or you, okay? And how you're doing it, the shape that we're getting into. Okay, we might have been like, actually, I was really focused on that off the front, and I just really feel like my arms are just wearing out because just that hang's so different than normally, where I get a bit more of a strength-based grab to it. Okay, might have been that you felt the legs going and then couldn't quite get the sequence of the body. Okay, that's okay. But remember, what we're trying to do when we're pushing those legs is that we're naturally letting that body come back. Okay, and that is one of the things, because, okay, I find it difficult to hold my body in that straight arm position. Okay, and when you do exercises on the machine at straight arms, you feel that, but I just feel naturally like the body, as I'm driving, because what's happening is, because you're getting that acceleration, even in arms only like this, the flywheel's still trying to accelerate. Okay, so if you can just let the body naturally come with that, once that acceleration exceeds what your legs can do, that's when the body comes in, right here. And then the last part is just that hold. Okay, and that's all that arm draw is. It's a hold of what that creates at the front. Okay, you can't add any more power or more speed with the arms. Okay, it's impossible. But if you can get that nice rhythm and that nice sequencing through, then all that should happen is just the arms come to us. Yes, we're holding pressure on it. Okay, don't get me wrong and think we're not doing any work. We're not trying to do any more work, okay? We're holding what we've created. Okay, if we just let it off, we'll drop some time, okay? But we're just holding what's created to make sure we get as much under that graph as possible, which gives us our speed, okay? My force curve is flat at the beginning. Need to squeeze the lemons earlier. Any recommendations? It's about, when you're coming into that front, it's about how you come in to how you come out, okay? The flatness of it is probably because we're not using that like spring compression, okay? Where we come into here and then we come out, okay? Now, we shouldn't, unless we're doing pieces, we shouldn't be super concerned about where along that force graph we start, okay? But what we want to be trying to do is create the speed, okay? And we create through the stroke, okay? So if the front's a little bit flat, it's not super concerning, okay? What the most important part is if it's flat and we lose the seat, because then we've lost the ability to create any power, okay? But if we can come in and we can just feel that everything's moving out together, okay, we can just come in, roll forward, okay? So you can do this here now, row bro. We just have 1 foot out as well, which might make it a little bit more comfortable. Just come in and out, okay? You just come in and out. And all you're thinking about is the small press on the foot. Okay, we're not trying to create massive numbers here, but we're just coming forward. We're holding all of this, and we're just starting it, okay? So then when you put both feet in, you can just come in, and you can just come in, okay? And we just hang, and we're coming out, okay? And it is that change in direction around the front, which is critical to maintain the speed of the flywheel. Okay, too often, and most people, shouldn't generalize, but come in thinking we've got to make it go, okay? Whereas it's already going. Just got to get on top of the flywheel. We've just got to get back to the speed that flywheel is already moving at, okay? And that's what, when you hear me saying the take-up period, it could be this much, could be this much, could be this much before you get back onto the speed that's already going, because there's a gear in there that's waiting for you to pick up to the speed of that flywheel. And that's when you hear me say, listen to the machine. You come off the front and then you'll hear it go, woo, because you've now made that flywheel move quicker, okay? But you're getting every stroke when you get back to the front, and you've got to think about the machine here, is that you're picking the gear up, and where do you get that gear, okay? But if you use that motion of the body and then come out of the front, not thinking I've got to try and make it move, you've probably got a better opportunity to feel that rhythm and get a better push, okay? Good to take time, get it different, felt good. Enjoy the masters, thanks. Doug, Scott, lower back, slightly painful, any suggestions? Yeah, your back's a really difficult one. Core stability is really important, because if you've got all the tension in your back, like pushing back, you've got to make sure that when we talk about connection and we talk about like using the body, right, is that there's a whole lot of muscles groups that we have to try and get engaged, okay? Now, if we're really just like, if we're just pushing back, we might potentially be sort of holding down here, or we're a little bit stiff. And so what's happening is we're sort of slightly inverted in our back, okay? Hence why I feel like if we've got a little bit of that roundedness in the body, okay, we can set ourselves to come right back with that rhythm. Whereas if we're really stiff like this and we push, we sort of, I feel like there's, and I'm not a biomechanist, okay, but I feel like that the muscles, when you're doing that, are just working in a different place than if we were in that natural position, which for me looks like that, okay? Slightly rounded, whatever. But all of those groups have got that nice connection together, which creates that movement, okay? Rather than here, which I feel like starts getting, because I can feel that in my back when I do that, okay? And I feel like that people trying to be super rigid, and they think that that's a stronger position, right? I feel like my position is my posture's okay. It's not I'm sitting here really stiff and tall. I think that could be something to look at and just feel yourself, okay? Because at the end of the day, a lot of the issues with problems with backs or this muscle group, that muscle group, we're all individual, okay? And what might affect one person doesn't affect another person. Okay, so just personally, just think about how you feel your body and what groups are taking the strain. Because if you're feeling it in that lower back, then is this working well? Okay, have we got the hang down and through the lats? Are the glutes engaged? You know, are we not sitting? You know, maybe we need to change the setup, because whatever the setup might be could be affecting like the backs as well. Okay. So just have a work on that, Scott, and see how that goes. Great workout. Always take longer to warm up, but as I get looser, the numbers go up. Thanks, Rich. I think it's Rich. Thank you all. Probably more core stability needed. Appreciate your time. Awesome. Claudia, thank you. Yeah, okay. Just have some good takeaways from that, team. Take good takeaways, what you felt was good, what you feel like you could work on going forward. Remember, we're trying to create this continuous motion of compression, extension. Compression, extension, okay? And we want to do it in as much of that posture and that hold as possible to create that acceleration, to hear that flywheel go woof, okay? And as smooth as possible. And yes, it's fucking difficult, takes so long, and we're trying to get it right in terms of the legs and driving that body and the body coming through and not trying to give the body another go towards the finish, but just one motion, okay, that acceleration through. The more we can work on that, the more that we can think about the speed that we're trying to do that, okay? When we increase the rating, we're not trying to work harder. We will work harder, but we're trying to do the movements quicker, okay? And through all of the ratings, whenever you increase rate, the first thing should be thinking about speed of movements, speed of hands, speed of recovery, and then speed of drive, okay? Not just, right, we're going up to 26. You know, like just move quicker, move patience, because at the end of the day, for you to be fast, it's your ability to get the flywheel up to speed and then maintain it there for as long as you possibly need to do it for, okay? And that's what speed is about on the rowing machine. Okay, perfect. Thanks, team. Masters time. I'm going to see who we're going to win. Right, we're out of here. Thanks, team. We will see you here next week. Perfect. Thank you very much from me and the Sensei team. Stay safe. Holler if you've got any questions. Chuck them in the chat. Chuck them on whatever, Instagram for me, whatever, and I'll try and help you out. Perfect. Thanks, team. Catch up.